Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Wednesday morning forecast update. We do have some flash flooding already ongoing this morning. Some thunderstorms that developed late last night have been bringing persistent heavy rain across Arkansas this morning. There's basically that stalled front, which is now moving north as a warm front here. So the problem is the storms that pop up just kind of follow that stalled front. So we're seeing some repeated heavy rain up into Arkansas, and likely we'll see a few of these storms spill into Louisiana in the upcoming hours here. But again, radar estimating a lot of these areas have seen over 4 to 5 inches of rain. So we are getting reports this morning that Highway 82 here in Stamps, and I believe Arkansas State Route 53 are flooded and impassable, and I would expect some of those flooded roads extend up towards Hope, over towards Willisville, and then down towards the Magnolia area as well. And there is more rain to come, so we could definitely see a few more inches of rain there. So there will be a lot of impassable roads here in Arkansas this morning. And again, these storms will likely be spilling south across the border as we continue through the morning. So there is some thought that maybe a few of these could build back towards Shreveport and Bossier City. So we do have a flood watch for most of Arkansas as well as northwest Louisiana, and that flood watch will go until the afternoon. But once we get to lunchtime today, we should gradually see this rain taper off. But you can see your Robin's Toyota Futurecast does show the rain continues to go in those areas, and you'll notice basically the rain gets confined to this corner of the Arklatex. If you're over here in East Texas, likely a dry day for you, and I would expect the same thing in McCurtain County. And then again, once we get into the afternoon, we'll finally see this rain get nudged off to the east, so we'll get a chance to dry out later today and likely stay dry for the rest of the week here. We don't have any additional rain coming back likely until late in the weekend, and additional rain to come. Futurecast is showing maybe some 2 to 4 inch accumulations here on maybe on top of already seeing 4 inches of rain. So by the time the day is over, there could be some areas here that pick up well over 6 inches of rain. So again, the roads will likely be covered in water for most of the day here before we get a chance to dry out tonight and in the upcoming days. So the rain cooled us into the 70s there. Rest of the low Arklatex is in the low 80s, and given a little more sun for the rest of us today. Anywhere Shreveport and points to the west will likely be in the mid 90s. The rain may hold some areas in the 80s here in Arkansas. And the heat advisory rides for the same locations. We have Upshur, Gregg, and Russ County in the heat advisory today, and we may see that heat advisory get expanded here in the upcoming days. Heat index, when you factor in the humidity, will be over 105 degrees in those locations, and I think that's what the rest of us are looking at basically Thursday through Saturday. Now looks like there may be a front that comes in on Sunday and triggers some additional rain, so that may cool us a few degrees late in the weekend, but the rain not sticking around. It will dry up pretty quickly, and I think we'll spend much of next week in the upper 90s.